HF's Hero Breakdown, Bravestarr. Elements about every genre you could think of. Superhero, science fiction, and Western was the main, but there was also parts of cyberpunk as well as fantasy as well. It's set in the 23rd century on a planet called New Texas. A lot of people say it's desert. It's not really desert. It's more a barren, because it's not like sand. The planet orbits 3 suns, which is about 600 parsecs from Earth. A bunch of food and water is imported because the main industry of this planet is carium, which is a source of fuel similar to dilithium in Star Trek, which powers about everything. The intro of each episode really gives the full background. There was a carium rush to the planet, which is similar to Earth's gold rush. Hence there was outlaws, so forth, similar to the Old West. Then they had a marshal, and he's a collective marshal, so he is the main and only lawman on the planet. He does have a deputy by the name of 3030, which is a cyborg robot horse, as you could call it. And the two fight the criminals and those that wish to rob others for the precious food or water or carium. Here's our hero of the story, and it's Marshal John Bravestarr. He is the main character of the series, of course, and he is an orphaned Native American from Earth who arrived on New Texas with a character only known as Shaman and became Marshal of the planet New Texas. Very little of his background is given in the series, but what is known that he gained these powers by the shaman who taught him how to tap into spirit animals that give him his abilities. Bravestarr has very strong morals and abides the law, and he chooses more peaceful methods when dealing with problems, and he consults the shaman for advice. He will avoid using weapons at all costs. He'll use his fists before he goes and draws his pistol, and he has a very strong friendship with his partner, 3030, a questoid or cybernetic horse, which is his deputy. Physically speaking, Bravestarr is a formidable warrior, and based on his jumping from great heights, which would be dangerous to basically any human, he's considered to be at his physical peak. In addition to that, he has his spirit powers of animals. Strength of the bear, speed of the puma, eyes of the hawk, and ears of the wolf, which gives him those special abilities which is beyond human or superhuman. You can see on this character sheet that he has peak human, strength, dex, and con, which are all at 20. He has a fairly high intelligence of 15, a little higher an average ego of 11, and a pretty good presence of 15. He has a pretty commanding presence. I depicted his powers being mystical in origin by the shaman as follows. His eyes of the hawk is clear sentience, his speed of the puma is running, and he gets extra strength as the bear. Now, with the caveat of incantations, he has to say the name of the power that he wants, such as eyes of the hawk, so forth. And here's the wolf I put as a compound power of ultrasonic perception with the lockout, so he can't use his other abilities. With the addition to plus 10 range modifier to his hearing group, so he can hear very far away, and plus 5 to the hearing group. In addition to his powers, he has equipment. Now, being in a heroic game, he doesn't pay points for these. But if you want to have him pay points for it, his point value will increase, and being as such, he'd be in the realm of superheroic. He has the one-man gyrocopter, which he only used in one episode, and then his Optivisor, which is an onboard computer from the Hero System Equipment Guide, and gives him the knowledge of Stone, which is from Fantasy Hero. And I gave the onboard computer knowledge skill of criminals and tracking. And it's all through his ultra high-tech cowboy hat, which makes it an obvious and accessible focus. He has a turbo mule, which I just made it as a riding horse as a vehicle. So it has all the stats of a riding horse. And then you have his high-tech hatchet. Again, he only used that one episode. His neutral laser, which is an 8-die blast. His two-way radio. And his star shield. Again, most of these things, with the exception of the neural laser, he only used like in one episode. So it's like, whether or not to include it is up to you. But in this circumstance, I put it on here for reference. Now we have Bravestarr skills. Pretty straightforward. Combat driving with his air steed, criminology, New Texas, criminal law, so forth. And if you want to make him more detective-like, you always can add deduction as a skill for 3 points as well. And that pretty much sums it up for him. In addition to his skills, he has a perk of local police powers. Finally, with all characters, we have the complications. First off is the dependent non-player character of Deputy Fuzz. We have his distinctive features of his marshal uniform. He's watched by the Galactic Marshals. He's watched by the powers that be, such as the judges, the mayor of the town, so forth. And then we have the 0-point ones, because of it's more than 50 points for a heroic campaign. That's just hesitant to use weapons, honorable, law-abiding, and public identity. There are several uses for this for campaign use. On a heroic level, you can use it as the campaign, as the Bravestarr, New Texas, or you can use him as a Galactic Marshal for a Star Hero campaign, or you can up all of his equipment and everything and have him pay points for it, make him super heroic, and have him part of a group of super heroic marshals, which have spirit animals or other ways they can gain superpowers. And the Champion's Powers book is great for this because it has like bull strength. So if you want strength of a bull instead of strength of a bear, you can do that. Or you want some other special ability from an animal, like you have flight of the eagle, you can do that. So there's some, or you can even go like swim with a fish. I know it sounds corny, but it works. So there's various ways you can use this in a campaign setting. Or you can tone it down and get rid of the spirit animals and just have it as a high-tech space western. You can go with that as well. As always, appease the GM of YouTube by hitting like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. If you want to see something else on the Breakdown? Leave a comment below on what you like to see as the next hero breakdown. And as always, go out there and be a hero.